Have you ever been to a job interview and thought that half of the people there were overdressed, or wondered to yourself, why are they dressed so professionally? Well, it's because dressing for success is an actual thing. Let me tell you how. The things that can help you with the way you dress is job opportunities, unknown opportunities, and even the success rate in whether you're applying for a job or just trying to get someone to notice your talent. How can dressing for success affect your opportunities? Dressing professionally can help affect your job opportunities by showing two things. It can show that you're a really hard worker, and it can also show your personality. Now, when I say dressing for success, I don't mean spending 2 to 3 hours doing your makeup, but more concentrating on the way you look, the way you smell, and the way you carry yourself. All these aspects have a lot to do with the way you are determined your eligibility for a job and even for some opportunities that you didn't even know lie there. Dress depending on your job. Sometimes people come into an interview for, like, let's say a job at Chipotle, and they're way too overdressed. Depending on what job you're going for, you should try to do a little research and see what their uniform criteria is because you don't want to go in there overdressed. Overdressing can actually cause you the job rather than help you getting it. Now, on the rare occasions that you're walking in the store and someone is looking at you, dressing can help them spot whether you're a good worker or the type of person that they would want in their franchise. It may seem crazy, but the way you dress has a lot to do, and it helps a lot of people put together what type of personality and what type of person you really are. Now that we talked about the job opportunities, let's talk about the unknown opportunities of dressing for success. You never know who's watching you. That's why it's always important to go anywhere looking the best you can. Now, I'm not saying that you need to put on a tuxedo to go to Walmart, but whenever you go somewhere that you know a lot of people will be, you want to make sure that you look presentationable. And the reason for this is because you really never know who's watching or scouting you for a job that you didn't even know you can get. It sounds crazy, but do you know how many models have been just approached in a store because somebody likes the way they dress or the features of their body? It's really outstanding. It's actually a really big thing in America that a lot of people pay attention to your personality depending on how you dress. Like, let's say, for example, if you wear a lot of Michael Kors and a lot of name brands, people tend to think that you're either wealthy or come from a positive home, that you're just spoiled, you can get whatever you want. Versus where if you're wearing brands that come out of Walmart and stuff, people think in their head, hey, this person's very humble. Maybe they'll be open for an opportunity like this. You just never know who's watching you, and your personality is really expressed through what you wear. And I say this because depending on what colors you wear, a lot of people will judge you. Like, if you're a person that likes wearing bright colors, people are mainly going to think that, hey, I can approach them and I can make a friend out of them, and this person's going to be a very good fit for my company. I say this because it is a proven fact in a lot of places that people, when you go into a job interview, they look at what you're wearing instead of the answers you actually give during your interview. It sounds crazy, but it's a real thing. Now, let's talk statistics. One of the crazy things is that during my research, I learned in 1997 when women could apply for jobs, they all dressed in the best wear they had. When I mean this, some of the women even spent times putting together and sewing their own outfits just to go into the interview to make sure that nobody had on the same clothes that they did. Now, I'm not saying that you have to put together your own sewing company and sew a whole outfit for an interview, but try to be distinctive. You always want to stand out when you go to a job interview. Male success rate. The male success rate is actually a little bit higher than the female success rate when it comes to dressing for success. And I say this because about 150 males give the same advice to the new people in their jobs about coming to work looking your best, because it helps you get scouted easily, and it will even probably help you get a promotion that you didn't know you were eligible for. And it's not because of your work ethic, but it's because of the way you carry yourself and your personality. It sounds crazy, but I promise you that a lot of people during my research have said that dressing for success is a really good thing. It's also a mind over matter thing. It's just like telling yourself that you'll be successful at this job interview because you carried yourself the right way. Now that we talked about the statistics, Let's just talk about the overall picture of dressing for success. Dressing for success can help you with job opportunities, unknown opportunities, and the success rate is actually pretty high. Not spending all your time on makeup or getting your hair cut, but making sure that you look presentational. Presentational means that your hygiene's good, you have deodorant on, that your hair is well did, and even getting your eyebrows done. Now, some jobs have certain requirements that you're supposed to reach to get their jobs, but a lot of people don't know that there's also a hidden dress code in most interviews that you go to. And that's why dressing for success is such a big thing in America and such a really good thing to get involved with.